Hey guys, and welcome to Scratch the Itch, a series where I play indie games from itch.io and try to find ones that scratch that gaming itch we sometimes get. Today's game is SAI by Studio Mutiny. SAI is a third-person action game that explores Celtic folklore and deforestation. You play as a druid who must stop the machines from destroying the environment, cleanse the forest from those that would do it harm, and prevent them from finding the heart tree, which is the core that makes the magical forest, well, magical. You also talk to a glowing deer, so that's pretty cool. What's also pretty cool is that Studio Mutiny is donating 80% of all revenue they get from SAI to conservation charities. The game currently costs £5 and only has a Windows release. The combat is so good. It's simple, but it's fluid and feels impactful. Draw your bow, fire. Draw your bow, dash away from the enemy attack, fire. And when the arrow lands, the slow-mo impact just makes it feel really, really good. Especially when it's the killing blow and the machine blows up into like a million pieces. I honestly thought the story was going to be the thing I enjoyed the most, but once I got my hands on the combat, I really enjoyed it. I do wish there was more to it, as it's kind of shallow with what you can do, and like it's only a bow. But for the scope of the game, it's spot on, and I think they did an absolutely fantastic job. They hit the nail on the head when it came to the atmosphere of SAI. I always like games that have these dark, murky, and clearly corrupted atmospheres, and when the hero, that's you, comes along and kicks butt, the atmosphere changes, it clears up and becomes beautiful and bright. I really enjoy seeing the impact I have on areas of the game as I play, and I think they did that really well. Additionally, the game just looks pretty. The bad guys look like bad guys, the particle effects are well done, and it all contrasts well against the dark, corrupted atmosphere. My only real complaint is that at times you could see texture seams and gaps between textures. Typically, these were outside of the map where the player probably isn't really looking, but I noticed it on a couple of occasions when I was running around like a chicken without a head trying to find the plants you're supposed to collect. That and a couple of areas where it just had no texture collision, so you could like walk into a rock. Those were my only really complaints when it came to like the graphics. There was a story, and that's about it. It was pretty simple. You're given a book that provides information, but I wasn't like wrapped up in the story like I thought I would be. You can summarize it as machines bad, forest good, save forest. Our enemies are nameless robots, and outside of them destroying the forest, there isn't a real reason they're evil or the bad guys. They felt more like punching bags rather than these big bad evil guys I was stopping. I wish there was more to the stories and the enemies. This is going to be such an oddly specific thing to throw in this category, but considering the rest of the game is absolutely fine, I feel like I have to include this. The deer's animations are so stiff and bad. His head goes up and down kind of like a light switch, and there's nothing natural about that movement. It really threw me off the first time I saw it. I mean, I thought it was a bug or something. Nope, that's just his animation. It's so oddly specific that I thought I was nitpicking it, but it's the NPC you talk to. It's the NPC that you see in each zone that kind of gives you guidance, and considering the rest of the game has fluid feeling animations, I'm a little surprised the deer made it into the release like that. So, does it scratch the itch? Yeah, I think it does. While it is a relatively short game with my playtime clocking in at about 30 minutes, I still had fun and enjoyed the game. Overall, I wish there was more to the game, and maybe there will be. I don't know if Studio Mutiny has future updates in the works or not. I think they have a good game here, though, and while I found the story simple, its message isn't lost on me. Thank you all for watching. Do you guys know of any other games that donate to charities with their revenue? If so, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to check them out. Have a great day, and see you next time.